And we're started.
All right, there it is.
We're gonna
We've started
see how that goes.
recording the podcast and with our phones as well.
Yep, we're filming, boy.
We're filming the podcast. We said we'd do it one day, and we're finally doing it.
Yep, and this is it's definitely experimental.
Yeah,
but
of course this could all go to shit, and we're gonna be talking about this, and there's like, wait, where's the video version? Well, we fucked up, and it's not there. It's not there. We're just doing audio only because that's easier.
Yeah. If you don't see video on YouTube,
you know why.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna leave this part in here. Okay, I don't want to jinx it. We are gonna do the video. We're just gonna say that.
Yeah.
We're doing it. I'm just gonna commit. No backing out.
We're working on it right now. But we're happy to be here.
You're happy to be back, dude. Finally doing an episode.
Gosh.
I mean, we recorded that little update like a week and a half ago, something like that.
Yeah.
Like as of recording this right now, but yeah, I mean, we did that.
We have been busy for that week.
We've been fucking busy, dude. We have finally got the podcast set up on Podbean, distribution.
We had to learn what an RSS feed is.
Yeah, we learned what an RSS feed is. We've got it on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Audible, Amazon Music. I don't know if those are technically the same thing or whatnot. Whatever, I don't know.
You said Apple, right?
No, Audible and Amazon.
We're on Apple too.
Yeah. Oh, I did say Apple, but
okay.
whatever. Yeah, either way. Yeah, and we're on a few other ones. I'm trying to remember all of them. iHeartRadio, Pandora, that's another one that we're on.
The only one we got to get back on is Deezer.
Dude, we got to get on Deezer. Just for the joke. Just for the joke. Just for our dumb inside joke that only us in the band and then everybody close to us gets.
Yeah, if you've been to our shows when we first released the album. My cat just opened the door.
He likes to do that, doesn't he?
Yeah, well, he's mischievous.
Yeah, he is.
But yeah, dude, here we are. I'm super happy.
We're finally fucking doing this again. It's so nice to get back to it.
Yep, we put a bunch of new things into the works, like we talked about with the distribution, but we're also trying to get Podbean's is great.
Oh yeah,
There's
we've been having a ball with it.
A ton of different ones that you can use, but
we just found that that's the one that works the best for us.
Yeah.
Just for all sorts of different reasons, and we're there's still more shit that we got to figure out on there because they have social media links and things like that.
Bring up is that we still got to get all that linked up, and we're gonna once we get all that, and also we have we got the podcast now will be updated regularly on our website.
Yeah,
at submitthatwill.com. So
yeah, because we were able to figure out how to not only get the RSS link figured out in the first place and get it on the streaming services, but we were also able to find a way to do it through the website. You and Paul did that. I wasn't there for that, but
well, I mean, it was mostly Paul.
Mostly Paul. Okay, fair enough. Fair enough.
When we got in there, he basically I logged us into the Podbean stuff, and he already he did a little coding and got everything worked out.
Okay.
For
good, awesome
for everything that we're doing. So.
Nice, man.
Yeah. But we came back in from rehearsal yesterday. Yeah.
Yesterday.
And he was like, "Yeah, I already got it done."
Mm-hmm.
So cool.
Yeah. Yeah, but we've been, super busy with, just, band stuff as usual. I mean, I'll talk to Shane about this once he comes back. He's walking off in the middle of recording. But, we've been super busy with the band and doing other little projects right now. Like Shane recently did his Berserk cover that is, on our YouTube page and, really blew up on Reddit a lot.
I'm back.
Yeah.
Yes, it did actually.
Yeah.
I was pleasantly surprised because I'd never posted to Reddit before.
Yeah.
And that is a hit or miss.
Yeah.
You can get roasted, eaten alive on Reddit.
Oh yeah.
And that was really good responses. I had a lot of people like, "Oh, when's this gonna be on Spotify?" And I'm like, "Well, now I gotta put this on Spotify."
Yeah, dude. No, legitimately. I mean, we kind of briefly talked about this at one of our rehearsals, but if we were to ever do either a full cover album or I don't know. I mean, hell, one day even if we just did an acoustic album, I think it'd be really cool to either way to include that on there. Even though, I mean, even though it's just you, like, it's like, you know, I mean, you're still submit thy will, you know, as much as I am, as much as Andrew is, as much as Josue is. So it's just like, dude, I mean, I think it'd be great if we were to somehow put that out there and hell, even figure out, like, perform it live. Like, maybe you, Josue, and Andrew just do the guitars on there. Like, oh my gosh.
Fun. Oh, it would be cool to do a full-fledged rendition of it, I think.
Yeah.
You know, me and Josue were actually jamming it the other day.
Oh, were you?
Yesterday.
Yeah, nice.
Yesterday.
Okay.
We were, I think you were inside talking to Paul, trying to get stuff.
Oh, I gotcha. Yeah.
And, you know, we just broke out the acoustic guitars, and I started kind of showing him how to play it. And yeah, it was fun. I definitely see potential with that. I'm excited as well because we started working on a song that I've had written for ever. And, you know, we actually had it copywritten with, like, the first round of copyrights that we did. Yeah. So, or first or second, whichever one it was.
We have it copywritten.
It's copywritten. Yeah. And we have never made our own version of the song. Yep. And so it's the song's called "Searching Me," and it was like one of the first songs that I ever like really flushed out and worked on and finished. And who knows? You might see us lugging around a keyboard at some point.
Yeah,
who knows? We'll see.
Yeah, real quick, just because I wanna ask you about this because I don't really know, and I think, you know, our audience will find it interesting. But so "Searching Me," like, where is this in the timeline of our songs? Like, is this after Omaha? This is after?
This is before Omaha.
It's before. Okay.
This was not a song that was written for the band. This was a song that I wrote.
That you wrote for yourself?
For myself.
Yeah.
Of like, I got the keyboard and all that stuff, and I want to say it was before Omaha. I have the worst memory, but it's, I got the keyboard, and I remember messing around with a couple of different things, and then, it was like I wrote it, and I actually ended up playing it at like my church talent show or something like that.
Okay.
Yeah, they were like, people were like juggling and just doing whatever it is that their skill was.
Well, yeah, right? It's a talent show.
Yeah. And I grabbed the keyboard and I played that song, and of course, ever since then, I've still flushed out a couple of lyrics and made different changes and things like that. But it's a song that was like one of my first finished products.
Yeah.
And I'm happy that we're doing it. It's I know that we're gonna make it because it's still not completed, you know.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. It won't be until, you know, everybody in the band, myself included, gets all of our ducks in a row as far as, you know, making sure that everything fits together. Yeah. You know, like we do with everything else. So yeah.
But once we get it completed, man, we're gonna have another song that we can bring to the table for live shows. And you know, I think it's going to add to the dynamic of what it is that we do. Another slow song.
Yeah.
You know, but I'm itching to do another heavy one.
Oh no, I get it. I definitely get it. But I mean, you know, we will. You know, we will whenever it comes to us. You know, there's no rush.
Right.
Yeah. Plus, we still have another whole ass album to record as well. So there is that.
Actually, I wanted to figure out when you wanted to get together and start recording again with another song.
Yeah, that is the thing, isn't it?
What better time to ask and talk about it than
right now? No, of course, yeah. No, I kind of figured this would probably be brought up at some point. So, and plus,
I've been sweating it.
Gives me no, and it gives me a chance to kind of, you know, I'm gonna catch people up on what bullshit I've been going through. So, for those of you who don't know. We record our albums. I, record the drum parts with my electric drum set, and that's what the whole first album was recorded with. Yeah, now you see why I was dreading this conversation. Yeah. So, I am using, and for those of you who care, I'm using an Alesis Strike Pro Special Edition. That is what I'm using, for rehearsing and recording. And I bought that thing 3 years ago, like just about, and. I know.
3 years.
And bought it with like a whole bundle with like, monitors and an extra throne, none of which I use. But I thought it was cool at the time. So I was like, yeah, I may as well get the bundle. Why not? I'm spending this much money anyway. But recently I've been having a lot of issues and the issues just keep piling up to the point where, like, I kind of ignored some of the issues in the past, just going like, oh, I'll work through this. Hi-hat's not working, like, perfectly like I would like it. Whatever, I'll work through it. Still recorded the album with it. Who cares? A drum won't trigger. Okay, maybe I'll just get that, mess with trigger settings, whatever. We work through it. And now those kind of problems just keep happening and happening. And now it's to the point where I'm like, okay, how much more money and effort and time do I put into this to where it's like not worth it anymore, considering I already spent a lot of money on it. I've only had it for 3 years, and it's just giving me so many issues.
Well, and when we were recording the album with it, like, there was a couple times where we were like struggled through.
Yep.
We would get the perfect take,
and then something would go wrong. There would be like a phantom trigger on another drum that I didn't hit, or something else would go wrong.
Even in the most recent one that we've recorded for this, the next album, Tritamos, when we recorded that, I have notes scattered throughout that whole thing of like ghost drum here, extra trigger here, other different little things, but luckily everything's separated to where I can go in there and, there's whole sections of the song where you're not using any of those drums that are actually recorded.
Yeah.
And so we can just go in and mute those or mute that one spot. So it's, it's not something that we can't deal with, but it's a pain in the ass.
Yeah. And it's getting to the point where it's just no longer like, it's like my only option for some of this, because the problems have been getting that bad to where like I'm actually looking at having to replace pieces of the kit. Yeah. And I've already had to replace a couple cymbal pads, but now it's getting to the point where I'm like, oh, I'm having to replace drums now.
Yeah.
Which are even more expensive.
You're missing a drum right now.
I'm missing a drum right now, and I have it at home, and I'm trying my best to do as much research and like, is there a way I can fix it myself? I'm still trying to figure all that out, because it's something that I'm just not used to at all, especially with electronics. This is my first electric kit as well. It's, still not used to any of this. But
and I've mentioned this before. It's like, yes, we have spent 3 years, 3 times a week, every week for 3 years, you just going ham on that kit.
Yeah.
So it's been through the ringer.
It definitely has.
And it's been through an entire album, and now it's starting a new album. So, it has definitely been through the ringer, but in my opinion, it should have definitely lasted longer than it has.
Oh no, you're 100% right.
Issues.
It absolutely should have. And I was talking to my teacher about this, and he, he uses, most drum teachers do. They use electric kits.
Yeah.
And he has 2 set up, where we're facing each other. They're both rolling kits. And, I was telling him about, the problems I was having, and, asking about his drum sets. And he was like, dude, I've had the one that I'm playing on right now. I've had it since like the early 2000s. And I've had to replace 1 drum in that entire time. And the one that you're playing on, I've had close to about the same amount of time. Damn. And like, they're still holding up. And, he records, drum tracks like with that electric kit as well. Yeah. Like, he plays on it. All of his students, including myself, play on it. And like, it has lasted for like so long.
How many pieces?
And it's just talking about the drums, like leaving the cymbals out of it, it's 5 piece, so 3 toms, kick, snare, and then a handful of cymbals, and yeah, he's had to, like, I can't remember which drum he said he had to replace. I think it may have been the it was either the kick or the snare. I can't remember which one, but he in all that time he's had to replace 1 drum, and that's it. Like,
so he's got the 2 toms up in the front, and then a floor tom.
Yeah,
and then
kick and snare. Yeah,
and then how many? One more time, how many cymbals?
Trying to remember. So okay, so he has 5 cymbals. So he's got 2 crashes, ride, hi-hats, and then another crash that he uses as like a china.
Oh, cool.
Like, so yeah.
Okay. So you're pretty used to that kind of setup, anyways.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. Really, it's only like 1 less drum, and honestly, at home, just for fun, I like to change up my drum set anyway, because like ever since I got my Gretsch kit, it's like, a 7-piece, drums, having all those options, it's kind of fun to just take some of those away sometimes, like purposefully, and even take away some cymbals, you know, and then maybe swapping some out because I've got a like a little miniature cymbal stacker that I don't really ever use at our shows, but sometimes, like right now, I've got it on my kit just for fun.
Yeah.
You know, and I don't have my bell on there right now. I've, you know, replaced it with that. So it's just, I don't know, it's fun to mess around with my setup and, you know, challenge myself in different ways. Only problem is it's fun when I'm intentionally doing that, not in the case of this electric kit where I'm forced to do it, which is really annoying.
But we do have a new kit, you know, that we have looked at. We've looked at a couple of the, you know, it's basically the same kit. One's just a little cheaper than the other.
Yeah.
But they're both Roland. Okay. My cats are freaking out.
Yeah, they are. As is per usual. Yeah. But yeah.
Yeah. If one goes by, I'll capture one so you can see it.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, they're both Roland kits, right?
Yeah, they are. I'm looking into Roland, and honestly, like, from everything that I've heard from, like, looking online and, like, talking to, you know, my teacher and stuff, it's like they seem to be the way more reliable option, like, in the long run, just from everything that I've heard from it. And apparently their customer service, like, just swamps Alesis', which is, like, non-existent. So
it doesn't take much. Is
it
what
really,
I was
yeah,
say,
exactly. Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot. But yeah, no, it's just Roland all around is looking to be the better option. And I was even talking to my teacher about a couple of different brands that make electric kits. Like I was asking him, like Yamaha also makes some electric kits, and he was like, yeah, I mean, like I've had one, but honestly, like the Rolands are just, they're the way to go. They're the reason why they're like there's a reason why they're like the go-to electric kit for most drummers.
Well,
you know?
I mean, a lot of the equipment we use is already Roland. You know,
yeah.
The Octacapture interface that we use to record with, Roland.
Mm-hmm.
You know, the VS2480, the thing that we use for recording vocals and all that stuff. When all that gets transferred over, it's another Roland product.
Yeah.
So it just makes sense.
Yeah.
To kind of go with another Roland thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. I have nothing but good things to say about Roland.
Yeah.
They're good.
And I mean, I've played Roland kits. I mean, my whole life just through taking lessons. Like I've played them like a lot, and like they've always, you know, sounded really good. Granted, they weren't ones that I've owned. Yeah. But, like, still, I mean, they were always, you know, really good and reliable and, you know, had a bunch of different options. So it's just like, yeah, I mean, yeah, it's just at the time when I bought the Alesis, and especially the Strike Pro Special Edition, that was kind of the new hot drum set, like, 3 years ago. And I was just like, oh, yeah, like, I get all these options, and it's less expensive than a Roland kit, and, like, oh, what's the problem? And now, 3 years later, I'm like, yeah, I see all the problems now.
Yeah, I mean, Alesis is, you know, whenever we first were looking at it, they were definitely top of the line. Nothing but good reviews.
Yeah.
Nothing but, you know, and then a little bit of time goes by, and
then it's just, yeah, it's like, oh,
not
so reliable.
You literally broke one of the cymbal stands with your wooden stick.
I did, yeah. I did.
And this was years ago. This was like, you had only had it for...
Yeah.
You know, maybe a year.
Yeah, maybe. And I mean, look, before anybody like jumps on me, it's like, oh, you were hitting it too hard, dude. I'm really not that heavy of a hitter compared to like most other drummers in our scene. Like I hold back quite a bit, especially with the electric kit, because I have a volume knob. It's not necessary to like slam into that thing. I mean, sometimes, you know, if I get into a song, maybe I'll go a little overboard, but for the most part, I'm not hitting it super hard. It's like it should have. Why isn't it lasting?
I think it had to do with the place that you accidentally hit. Like
maybe
it was definitely cheap, weak metal that was used for that one spot that you just so happened to hit.
Yeah.
Because that spring just
yep
blew right out of it.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, I mean, it is what it is. We've been going through some issues when it comes to the kit. We still rehearse with it right now. We're still getting through it. And, you know, but either way, I guess that does play into when we can really start recording again.
It does. And the thing is, I mean, like, I am hoping beyond all hopes that I'm able to figure out something with this tom and get it working again.
Yeah.
But honestly, the way that it's looking, I'm like, well, I definitely don't have the money to buy a whole new drum set right now.
Right.
But at the very least, you know, if push comes to shove, then I'm definitely going to get a replacement drum. You know? Like, because at the end of the day, like, look, if we weren't recording an album, I wouldn't have to worry about this. And I'd just be like, look, I'll get the new drum set when I'm able to afford it. But, like, I do want to start recording again, you know, and sooner rather than later. You know?
Well, and I was thinking Slaughterhouse, but
yeah, I'd be down for that.
We could do whatever we wanted with that, and
I mean, honestly, it's like pick any of them. I want them all recorded.
Right, right. I just know that that's going to be interesting in the beginning because
it is
of that
just the odd
time.
Yeah,
it's and it's sandwiched. The whole song is sandwiched.
Yeah, because like the whole middle of it's in 4/4, and then just the intro and outro of it are just kind of weird.
What are they? Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I don't know.
We'll have to figure that out.
Yeah,
but I know that Cakewalk, they have that ability to where we can structure it out.
Yeah,
with each measure we can change the signature. So.
Yeah, because I mean, we pretty much wrote that song like I mean, with all of our songs, really, like even the ones that don't happen to be in 4/4, like we're writing all that to feel. Like I'm not thinking about time signatures. I'm just like, all right, what's gonna fit best with what everybody else is doing?
Yeah,
and then we figure out the time signature later.
And then we start recording, and we're like, why did we do this to ourselves?
Yeah, making it so much harder. We didn't need to.
But it's that's our style.
Yeah,
our style is just feel, just start playing a riff.
Yeah.
Let's see what you come up with. Let's see what Andrew comes up with.
Yeah.
Let's watch Josue come up with some sort of cool lead part.
Yeah.
It all fits together.
I mean, hey, it works for us. At the end of the day, that's really all that matters. Everybody does things differently, but that's why it makes things unique.
Yeah. So I guess the answer to the question then would be, let's see what we can do about getting a new drum.
Yeah.
Or
for now, yeah.
Or seeing if we can't fix that one.
Yeah. Yeah, and that's what I'm going to be spending tomorrow doing is because I found a couple of really good videos. One video where it's breaking down how to completely disassemble that drum, and it is the specific drum that I am working on right now.
Floor
so
tom?
Yeah, it's the floor tom. Yeah, and it's conveniently it happened to be only on the floor tom of the Elisa's kit, and then I found another video where it was like, hey, if you're not super familiar with troubleshooting, a lot of problems on electric kits, like here's problems you need to look out for. Here's what this means. Here's what that means. So I'm just going to be literally like tomorrow taking notes and then just working on that drum and seeing what I can't do.
So much to do, man.
I know.
So much to do. Between all that and the, everything we've been doing with the podcast.
I'm just trying to get it figured out.
We've just been swamped, man.
Yeah.
It's been so much stuff.
Yeah.
But, yeah, I was thinking about the that drum, man, and the more and more I think about it, like that one with the shells look good, man. I know it's a little bit more expensive, but
I know. I know.
It's
I know.
I know. It's not my decision, but damn.
Yeah, I know.
It's a good one.
Yeah, like yeah. It's just one of those things where like I need, just need time. I need time to weigh all my options out and see what's worth investing in and what's not, what I'm willing to sacrifice.
Right.
And honestly, it's like as far as what I'm willing to sacrifice, cosmetics, first thing to go. Not even first thing. Don't like. I would love it to look like to look like amazing and look as close to a real drum as possible. But like if it'll sound the same and work the same, then I'm just like not worried about it. Now on the other hand, if sacrificing those nicer looking shells mean that they're less durable, that's another conversation.
Yeah,
that's another conversation. But yeah, it's just figuring it out.
Yeah, see, for me, like cosmetics are definitely the first thing to go, but they still play into it, right?
Yeah,
if I'm gonna spend a lot of money on any piece of gear, I want to be happy with it 100%.
Yeah, and I think, and I agree, I think the only difference for me is that I know that this kit is going to live in our studio and like pretty much never be used at a show. I mean, who knows? Maybe there will be a situation where it'll call for it, but like, it's like if we can afford to, I would, prefer to just do my acoustic kit at every show and just never even worry about it. Hey, Jen.
Hi, babe.
You're good. No worries.
I'm done now. Well, you're good. You want to say hi to the podcast?
No, I look like a drowned rat.
No, drowned rat.
No, you're
okay.
What does that even mean?
I don't believe you. I'm looking dead at you. But yeah, the that drum. The drum set looks great.
It absolutely
I don't think
does.
that. I agree with you. I don't think that we'll be using it at shows.
Yeah,
but
if we do, we do. It's just I'm definitely not planning on it.
Yeah, I know that we're gonna end up using that pad that you have here pretty soon, though.
Oh yeah, that's still something that I kind of need to learn how to use.
You should bring it sometime. I'd like to look at it and kind of
we
see what we
can
can do, because we do have several songs that we would like to have like different intros,
like different sound effects
to go with it.
Mm-hmm.
But the last thing we want to make sure, the last thing that we want to do is have to be locked into a click in order to stay on time.
Yeah, I don't know, just to like I don't know, like the idea of it, I'm just not a huge fan of. I think it'd be kind of like a cool experience, and maybe like to, I don't know, just to try it, just to see how it changes the feel of our show. But I don't know, just like on paper, if you were to ask me just point blank, do you want to play your shows to a click? My instant response is like, no.
Well, I don't think that it's necessary.
Yeah.
For us,
I get it. Everybody's situation is different.
Some bands have, and it works for them. They love it. But for me, I think personally, it would take away from just like the true experience of just doing it all together all at once.
Well,
whatever it's all going to be, it's got to be natural. It's got to be flowy. Whatever the night calls for that night.
Yeah. And and I just want to clarify, we're purely speaking for us.
Yeah.
We're not generalizing, like saying like, oh, if you play to a click, like bleh, whatever. Like, I mean, it's like you said, like, there are certain bands that like it's actually necessary and integral because of like, hey, if they're using like sound effects or tracks, they want to make sure that everything's on time, or if they're just insanely technical and they need to be like to that click. Like, I can't imagine that like Animals as Leaders or Dream Theater are not playing to a click. They have to be.
I mean, if they're not,
yeah,
more power to them.
Yeah, if they're not, that's great. But I mean, I actually was lucky enough to go see both of those bands recently, and they were fucking incredible. I mean, it goes without saying.
Of course.
But like, yeah, I mean, I can't imagine that they weren't playing to a click. They have to be. That music's too technical. You can't not play to a click.
In my perfect world, right, I would want us to have like we rehearse with headphones on, and I don't mind having in-ears if we have kind of the same mix that we have at the studio when we're rehearsing. Yeah. I can hear everybody. I don't have to fight to hear anything.
Yeah.
And at these shows, you got to fight to hear a lot of things.
Yeah, you do.
You eventually, it's almost like a new experience every time you get on stage and you're playing. You're like, okay, what is it that I can actually hear and follow?
Yeah.
Because we're all listening for different pieces for each song.
Yeah.
To different instruments.
Yeah.
So like there's a lot of songs where I listen to I keep track and keep time because of Josue.
Yeah.
Or you got a drum fill that I'm listening to keep like in Commandant. You and Josue do that little thing, and I kept missing the timings because I didn't know what now I can listen for you guys and be on time. But with this, click wouldn't change that for me. I'm listening for you guys regardless of the click.
Right. Yeah.
So, yeah, I'm gonna throw this away.
Okay, yeah, go for it.
Need another water? You got
water? Oh no, I'm good. I think I'm good for now. Sponsored by HEB 1877. Not really. But if you want to throw us money, please do.
This one right here is the one who won't stop meowing. This is Bullet.
Yeah, that's making his first film appearance. I mean, you've heard him several times. You just haven't realized. He wants to get down. He's like, I'm done. I'm no longer vibing with this father.
He probably is hungry.
Probably.
All of this can be edited. Oh, the joys of editing.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, we're gonna have to edit all this regardless. So I mean, yeah, may as well, good a spot to make a cut as any.
Yeah, you're good.
Yeah.
Okay. Well,
Maybe. We'll see.
We'll keep it in.
Just depending on how entertaining I think it is, or we think it is, I guess. Yeah.
Anyways.
Yeah.
But yeah. So you're good with Slaughterhouse being the next one, or?
Yeah, sure.
Okay.
Yeah, no reason not to. I mean, it's just one of those things where like we need to
do them all.
We need to do them all. So it's just like, yeah, whatever, man. Yeah. Plus, Slaughterhouse is fun as fuck.
Because that's the one that I wanted to do that extra little bit of stuff with at the beginning.
Extra. Oh yeah, with your freaking what is it?
The Chronicles?
The Chronicles, yeah.
Yeah. Just scrolling online, I just happened to see this old ancient war horn that
How do you say that one more time?
war horn?
No. Well, the thing you said before.
Chronicles?
Ancient?
Yeah.
Ancient?
What am I saying it wrong?
No, I mean
you
you're
about
not
to
saying.
correct me?
No. You're not saying it wrong. I just like.
Okay.
I don't know. Like, I only hear like a couple people say ancient. I say ancient. Not
Okay.
saying that my version's right. I
I don't know what
I just.
now I don't know.
I don't know.
Ancient?
Yeah.
Ancient?
I don't know. Anyway, sorry.
No, how do
continue
you
your
say
thing.
it? How do you say it?
Ancient.
Ancient?
No, ancient.
Ancient?
Ancient.
Ancient.
Yeah. Ancient.
Ancient.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't. Ancient. I don't know.
Yeah.
Was it worth stopping me
Yeah.
to do that? Okay, cool.
Yeah, just because it irritates you. Go ahead.
What was I saying? What was I saying?
We were talking about the
Dickhead?
Chronicles.
Okay.
We were talking about the Chronicles. You were playing with
The
that.
Chronicles.
Yes.
Okay. This ancient war horn. That
Oh, sorry. I just had to.
yeah.
Couldn't stop myself.
That I guess the Celtics used to use against the Romans, and it just sounds crazy. It's just this big sound, and I can only imagine if there were several of them going off.
Oh
at
my
once.
God, yeah.
You know, two just complete battlefield. You know, armies on each side, and
Yeah.
then just these horns, just crazy.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh man, imagine like opening a show with that.
Yeah.
And then I was
So
like,
sick.
oh wow.
Imagine that at the
Imagine opening a
house.
song with that.
Yeah.
And then I was like, imagine opening an album with that. Like,
Yeah.
just my brain just kept coming up with different scenarios for this ancient war horn to work out in our stuff.
Yeah.
So now I'm just gonna keep doing it.
Yeah. Wait, so why did you how did you stumble on that in the first place? Well, what made you want to go seek out the Chronicles?
I wasn't. I was just scrolling through whatever.
Okay.
It could have been Facebook. It could have been Instagram.
And you just saw it randomly?
But yeah, I
Okay.
just saw it and I was like, wow, this is crazy. Like,
Yeah.
And then I looked up what the instrument was and like when it was applied. Some historians say that it was used all the way up to like, and I'm sure it was used afterwards, but you know, the ones that they found like 200 AD, like old stuff.
Damn. That's
know?
cool. I like that.
All the ones that you hear nowadays are replicas. Like the ones that they found were not usable.
yeah.
So
Oh, wow. So there's none from back then that are usable at all.
apparently, from the research I've done, now
Okay.
I could be wrong.
Yeah.
The people who could have written those things could be wrong. I
Yeah.
don't know.
Yeah.
I just know that's what I've seen from the research I've done, and yeah, but it also had like this crazy tongue. If you don't know what it is, definitely go check it out. Look it up.
Yeah. We'll put a picture up on this for sure.
Hey,
yeah.
there you go.
Yeah.
Yeah. Be right here.
Be right there.
Or here. It just depends on which side I'm on.
Yeah, I'm not sure. Yeah, I was like, do I point at you? I don't know where to.
There.
Yeah, it goes both ways.
But yeah, that is that's a Chronicles.
Yeah.
And there was two different versions of it, and we'll put both the pictures up of the versions. One had like this crazy tongue, like it looked like a dragon's head.
Yeah.
So that immediately I was like, yes.
Oh, well, yeah, anything dragon related, we gotta.
Yeah.
We gotta.
I was like, that's cool. A dragon instrument? Okay.
Yeah.
And it doesn't have like your typical it's a harmonic instrument, and it doesn't have your typical harmonics. It doesn't follow like your typical key / chord changes or anything like that.
Yeah.
It does what it wants to do. And so I was like, well, how much is this instrument? Like, how would we go about recording this and using it or whatever? I mean, for a replica, it's like over $1,000.
Jesus
easy.
Christ. How big are they?
Like, I don't know. Like, I think the ones that I saw were like 2 meters or something like that. They were huge.
Wow. Damn.
Like, it stands way above you.
Yeah.
And it's like a dragon head.
Well, if we somehow were able to, like, if we had the funds or the means to not only get it, but bring it to a show, we definitely have to have Andrew do it just because, you know.
I just don't know how we would, first of all, ever record it.
Yeah, no. I don't
Because
know
it's
how we
apparently
would.
loud.
As fuck.
It's so loud, apparently. I mean, you're talking, and it's putting it in the studio, I was thinking like all the scenarios that we would have to go through, building like a box just to keep the sound from just like, it's. So I was like, all right, well, what's the next best thing? Find a plugin.
Right.
So went online and found a nice VST plugin that we can use with Cakewalk. And
you got to do it all natural, man. Where's the soul?
Where's the soul in the Chronicles?
In the Chronicles.
That no one has.
The artistic integrity.
But I found a good one that, and it can actually change from like the crazy chord or the crazy harmonics that it has, or it can go to like more traditional ones that we would hear nowadays to actually work with our music. Yeah. And I say no. Let's keep it like as traditional as we possibly can. Yeah. With that off sounding sort of like let's see what
dirty it up a bit.
Yeah. 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 It's haunting.
Yeah. No, I remember you playing that like sound effect for us like before a rehearsal and just going like, ooh, what is this new thing?
And that tongue, it used to, I don't know how it worked. I don't know how you would activate it if there was a little thing on it. But
or if it just naturally goes.
Click, 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 click. Like,
yeah.
Click, click, click. Like,
no.
What is that? It's so crazy. So, we have things like that. We also have the new song that we wrote, Haraith. When I started writing the lyrics and coming up with the concept for that song, I already knew what was going to go in the beginning of it. Yeah. I had recorded this piece of, it was literally a crow.
Yeah. That you just heard, yeah.
That I had heard the same day that my grandfather passed away. Like it was like 6 a.m. I got the call. Yeah. And my grandmother was like, hey, it looks like he's gone. Yeah. Do you want to come over here and, help out and do it? And I'm like, of course, yeah, I'm on my way. And when I got there, I went inside, I saw him, went outside just to walk around the property a little bit and just look around and go, wow, like this is where I grew up. And yeah. Then I heard that crow, and it was up at the top of the tallest tree on our property. And it was just going crazy. And I was like, that's interesting. And so I took my phone out and I recorded it, and that audio is going to go in the beginning of Haraith. Yeah. And so that pad that we're talking about, your pad, is going to be really
good for like triggering that sound effect, or really any sound effect that we need at all.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Which means that we can be even more creative, and that's that's what I love about being in a band, is that not only do I get to hang out with like my best bros, but I get to be creative with you guys and like come up with new different things, different ideas, and we build this thing together, man.
Yeah, that's the best thing about like doing this with I don't know, just with like your friends, and just like more than just you can actually make these ideas in your head a reality. That's the best part about like I don't know, that like to me that's the best part of being in a band, is like taking these ideas out of your head and putting them into the real world.
And the fact that it's like, oh man, this might not work on my own, but if I bring it to the guys, they might have an idea that will make this work. Yeah. Sometimes you get writer's block. Yeah. It happens. I mean, it happens to everybody. Yeah. And realizing that everybody's on the same team when it comes to like being in your group or your band or whatever, you all have the same goal. You know what you want to do. Trust your other fellow musicians. Yeah. That's it. It's going to be. There's so much more to come.
Oh, yeah. Absolutely.
God, man, that's crazy. But, yeah, I wasn't expecting to tell that story today.
Yeah.
It's a very Reader's Digest version of it, but...
Yeah. Yeah, but, I mean, it's whatever you feel comfortable talking about, Yeah. 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 I'm not going to be here like, hey, can you share us how you were feeling on that day? It's like, well...
Did you cry?
It's like, yeah, what the fuck do you think?
No, but we Oh, you know who's coming to town?
Who?
James Fight. The guy who Yeah. We're going to go scouting here pretty soon.
Scouting for what?
Scouting for locations.
Ooh.
For video.
I like the sound of that.
Music video.
I quite like the sound of that. Good sir.
He's here for another project, but if you don't know who James Fight is, we have talked to him about him in the past.
Yeah.
my wife did a film, an independent film where she did the makeup for it, called Carnage Radio, and it is a great film. I'm a little biased, but even taking my bias out of it, I mean, I watched it like I was at a movie theater. I was like, sure, I know the people in it, but
right, yeah,
I took that completely out of it. Like, it was, whoa, like, it was really well done.
Yeah.
And we got 2 songs in it.
Yeah.
Yeah. We got, I think it's Two of Me and Louder Than Words.
Yeah. I still need to see the movie at some point. Dude, I really need to.
Dude. Yeah. I mean, when James comes, is he going to bring a copy of it? She gave me a thumbs up.
All right. Awesome.
Sweet. So, yeah, we will show you the film.
Yes. I can't wait.
Where can people see it? Is it out at all yet? No?
No?
Okay.
Okay.
So you have to wait.
Yeah. You have to wait.
But it's
the audience.
It is, there's some really cool things happening with it. Now, James is coming to scout out some stuff for another project, but he also, I think he wants to look around for music video ideas for us as well.
Yeah.
Because I think he wants to, like, the one he chose that he wants to do a music video for is Two of Me.
Okay.
Yeah. And I still want to get him on Inside My Mind.
Yeah.
Like that one, I've got that flushed out in my head.
Yeah.
But also, have we talked about Omaha?
Oh, about the thing we're doing with that song?
Yeah.
I don't know if we've talked about it.
We've gotten to know a lot of really kick-ass people.
Yeah, we have.
And another one of them is an amazing animator.
An animer?
Animer.
An amazing animer.
Yeah, an ancient animer. Named JoJo.
I love it.
That's what we call him. Joseph Rodriguez.
Nice.
And this dude is incredible. I mean, where can we... JoJo's got stuff on YouTube, right?
Yep. Sorry, Jen, you're our Jamie today for like reference on things. Be like, hey, Jen.
That's it. That works. I want to know.
Just chilling on the couch, minding her own business.
I literally
and we're just like, hey, Jen.
I can't look it up because of my phone is recording me.
Hold on.
So what's his channel?
Hold on.
She's doing this.
Bye.
God bless you, Jen.
Love you, man. But yeah, anyways, he's an amazing animator, and he for the last film festival we were hanging out and we were talking, and actually it was our sound guy who came up with the actual song for us to work with JoJo on.
Yeah.
He was like, man, you guys should do Omaha. Like, Sean was like, y'all should definitely do Omaha. And I was like, that's a good idea. And he was like, oh, okay. And then I explained to him the idea for the music video, and it is perfect for this type of animation.
Yeah.
I mean,
dude, oh my gosh.
And we have some rough stuff already done.
Can we show any of it?
I don't know.
I don't know.
Yeah,
I almost don't even want to spoil the surprise.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, I'm not sure yet. And
let's just say no for now.
We're just gonna put a pin in this.
Yeah.
And we'll show you guys as soon as we have
as soon as we're able to
new stuff to.
Yeah.
But we have some draw ups and different things that
like concept art and animatic that he sent us, like a little 30-second like rough clip of like what it eventually will look like just to give us an idea, and like, oh my gosh.
Yeah, what's his YouTube? Let's plug it.
Yeah.
It is Daniel Rodriguez.
Joseph Daniel Rodriguez.
All one word.
All one word.
Okay. On YouTube?
Yeah.
On YouTube.
Go check out his stuff, man.
He's also on Instagram.
Same on Instagram? His tag's the same?
The Joseph Rodriguez on Instagram.
The Joseph Rodriguez
on Instagram. Okay. Yeah. That's awesome. Yeah.
And, yeah, man. I mean, I cannot wait for this video to be out.
I know, dude.
He said that it could be around August.
Could be around August?
Yeah, which is kind of insane for a one-person crew.
Yeah.
Like, it's just him working on this.
Yeah.
So,
dude, oh my gosh, I can't wait.
It's going to look so good.
Yeah.
We've got several things behind the snes in the works and stuff like that.
When do we not?
We always do, but I mean, it's been so long. Like,
I know what you mean. Like, I feel like it's been a while since we've done an official episode, so it's just like I'm just like, oh my gosh, we have so much to like catch people up on.
No. And then I start blanking. I'm like, wow, we have nothing. And then I start realizing, yeah, we actually
we have a lot of stuff. Yeah.
You know, you start living it every day, and you're just like, oh my gosh, what are we doing? And then we've got shows obviously coming up.
Oh yeah, we always got shows.
You know, I think the next one we have is oh gosh, what's that place called?
It's July 17th at the Black Magic Club, I believe.
Black Magic Club.
Is that the actual name, or am I?
Black Magic
Social
Black
Club.
Magic Social Club. Okay, I was like, I feel like I have the name slightly wrong. Yeah.
Yeah, I couldn't remember it either. That's why I pointed at you.
Yeah.
So,
like,
you
you
got
must
this.
remember, right? And I'm like,
No.
maybe not.
With my ancient brain.
Your ancient brain.
But yeah, so
Sorry, I gotta just.
that's gonna be a heavy set.
Yeah.
Like, I've heard good things about that venue, and I've heard that they like heavy music. So
I would hope so.
yeah, we're gonna hit them hard with a couple of songs and a new cover.
New cover.
We got a new cover.
Yeah, we
we're
do.
doing. That's gonna be fun.
It's not a country song. I don't know why I did that. Anyway, yeah, no, we're doing.
Are we spoiling it? I'm cool with it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Why not? I mean, you know,
Bullet
you're
for my
cool with it?
Valentine.
Yeah, okay. Yeah,
Bullet for my Valentine.
yeah. 4 words to choke upon.
4 words to choke upon.
Dude, that song's so fun, dude.
It is. I love how we do it. Too.
Yeah.
Like the way that Josue screams that look.
Yeah.
Look, like
Yeah.
it's just so good.
Compared to our other covers, it's not like changing it up as much,
No.
but like we still, I mean, you know, you gotta, but with every single cover, like we, you know, just a little bit of ourselves in there. Just sprinkle a little bit where we can.
Yep.
You know?
Especially with the solo.
Yeah.
I'm so happy to play around with that harmonizer that I set up.
Yeah.
I never do harmonizers, but I had an extra open slot on my pedal, and I was like, you know, I had like a decent okay sound, but it was nothing that I'd ever use. So I spent like an afternoon messing with that one setup and basically recreated my heavy tone on that one, and then I think on the last one the last pedal I had, there was like a smart harmony thing, and that was nice and easy to use. This one's a little bit different. I don't know if there's a way I can download another one or something like that. Maybe make it but I mean, it works. So
Yeah.
you know, if you guys hear this and you go to the show, you'll definitely hear me messing with the harmonizer, and I might even throw it into Haraith for my solo in that. I don't know, I haven't messed with that yet, but
Yeah.
you know, and Josue, he's got a new little setup too with he got his old Slash wah,
Yeah.
and he's got that attached to his setup now too. So
He does indeed.
he has another pedal basically that he can use for, you know, pitch shifting or volume. I think he has it set up to where it's a volume, and then when it's all the way down, it activates his tuner. So, and I had to get I kept missing my boost pedal, so I had to get me a button.
Oh yeah, you had to get like the oversized like buttons.
It's
So like
called
your
a barefoot button.
Yeah, there's no way you can miss that thing.
Yeah, you just step on the left side of the thing, and you're gonna hit that button.
Yeah.
You know,
You basically just press the button.
you just press the button. Yeah, that's it. But yeah, there's been a lot of tiny little things that nobody ever would know about unless we talked about them.
Oh, of course. Yeah.
You know, that happened. And God, man, I'm just excited about recording again too.
Oh yeah, me
Like,
too.
We need to make that another big priority. Or I still want to do acoustic stuff, man. I want to do another acoustic set.
Yeah.
Bad.
Oh yeah.
You know.
Actually, can I ask you something? I mean, not to like, you know, I mean, we'll jump back on the acoustic topic in
What
just
you
a
got?
second. But I don't know. Just like while we were talking about 4 words, I was thinking about this. Do you have a favorite cover that we've done? Like that we've actually played live? Whether it's like acoustic or electric, like doesn't matter.
Just like for me personally, or like what I think the crowd likes the most.
Just I'm either actually. If you have an answer for both.
Well, I know the crowd really digs our cover of Children of the Grave.
Yeah.
Like that one. There's a reason we haven't taken it out.
Yeah.
It gets great crowd reaction. Everybody loves it. And it's fun as hell to play.
Mm-hmm.
Man,
As far as for you personally, you're having a little difficulty.
for me personally, it's hard to remember all the songs we've done.
Yeah.
We've done a lot of covers.
Crap. I have a playlist on my Spotify of like covers that we've either done or talked about doing, and I can't look at it because phone.
Yeah. I do have my laptop, but yeah, we're almost an hour into this. We're good.
Yeah, we're already. Yeah.
But yeah, I really liked. I don't know if this is my favorite necessarily, but I just remembered it. I really like doing the Lamb of God song.
Oh,
I like doing Laid to Rest.
Oh, dude. I love that one just
We've
because...
only ever played it once.
Yeah, we've only played it once, but I really love the fact that it gives, like, Josue an opportunity to, like, shine and, like, you know, just be, like, him be... I mean, he's always at the front, but I mean, like, you know, like, be up front.
Take the front man role.
Yeah.
That and he does a good job.
He does.
Sure.
Oh my god.
Whenever he went up there, he takes it seriously. Like he gets up there and he gives it like,
and dude,
the full attention that it needs.
I can't begin to tell you the amount of like goosebumps I got in rehearsal when he first like started throwing in a bit of Spanish in there.
Oh,
dude, I was like, that's so sick, man. I love that.
Yeah, that one was definitely done our way for sure.
Oh yeah, it was done the host way.
The host way.
Sorry, I had to do it. It was right there.
Yeah.
I had to.
It's funny that you mentioned that because I was listening to the new guy, the first episode.
Fuck you. Already, fuck you. I already know where you go ahead, say it.
Oh, you called it out yourself.
Yeah.
Yeah, go back and re-listen to that episode. It is.
Yeah, it's been a while since I listened to it.
It's a good one, man.
Thank you.
I went back. I listened to that. I listened to the Origins of Submit Thy Will.
Yeah, you were listening to a bunch of the older ones, weren't you?
Yeah, and well, in my opinion, the ones that kind of stepstone its way to what the podcast is now.
Okay.
You know, and then I listened to at least the beginning of Starting Over, which you consider, and I also consider the first episode of this rendition of the podcast.
Yeah.
Where I'm officially a member. And yeah, so just kind of seeing the progression and also the fact that we so stupid.
What?
I went back and I was listening to Starting Over and I wanted to hang myself.
Why?
Because of
why?
Because I was like, oh yeah, we gotta throw reverb and shit in there, and I hate it. I hate the reverb that we threw into it.
Yeah.
I was like, oh yeah, we need to do that because that's what vocals need.
Yeah.
No, dude. No.
Different situation.
Yeah.
But honestly, it's understandable why. And honestly,
just as a vocalist, it's like you don't want dry voice.
Yeah, of course. But I mean, in fairness to you, I was all in. I was like, yeah, sure.
Yeah.
Why not?
We learned.
Yeah, we learned.
But yeah, that was the only thing. The content was fine.
Yeah.
It was, you know, and we're still doing a couple little tweaks. Like this one right here, we have actual like compression on our voices. So, and also the way we have it set up, I don't know if you knew this, but after it's recorded, after we finish all of what we're doing, you can always go in there and adjust that stuff.
Yeah.
Afterwards, so
adjust like the levels of compression
of the compression, so it all still will work with it. So that it's something we've needed to do for a while.
Yeah,
man.
Until you decide you hate it later,
and then we don't do it.
And then we don't do it.
It's just an ancient decision.
It's an ancient decision.
Oh
wait, so go on. You were about to say something about the new guy, about the way I said something.
Oh yeah, you used to call Josue.
Yeah.
Josue.
Yeah, I did.
Josue.
Yeah.
And it was like that for years. It wasn't just like once or
years,
twice.
Yeah.
It was years.
Yeah.
And we all just kind of sat there like...
And just accepted it.
What was that? What was that? What did you say? And so when you'd walk away, I'd be like, it's the Josue.
It's
and
the
Josue's
Josue.
like, he'll never get it right.
I do now.
He gets it right.
Yeah, now. Eventually, after years of knowing the man.
But he calls himself out on it on the first episode.
Do I actually?
You do.
I don't remember.
Yeah, you're
it's
like,
been a while since I listened
you
to it.
start just cracking up.
Yeah.
And you're just like, I always fuck his name up.
Yeah, I remember it now. Now that you say it, yeah, I'm like, okay, yeah, that does sound like something I would have said.
Oh, man, how long ago was it? Was it like a week ago, where you and I went to Splashtown?
Oh yeah, that was fun.
Man, we got to hang out and go to Splashtown.
Yeah, it was fun.
My sister-in-law, right? Yeah, sister-in-law. I'm bad with that. I always do like stepsister, sister-in-law. Yeah, sister-in-law. Her and her husband got us like season passes.
Mm-hmm.
Me and Jen, we got season passes for. I guess it's now it's not Splashtown anymore. It's Six Flags. Wet and Wild?
I don't know. I
What
know.
is it?
I know
It's
it was
changed like
called that.
two times.
Yeah, I don't think it's called
Hurricane Harbor.
Hurricane Harbor. That sounds right.
it.
It's a better
Yeah.
name than Wet and Wild
It's
for sure.
always Splashtown to me.
Yeah, it's just Splashtown.
It's never going to change. But
Yeah, same.
so we got to go to Splashtown. And
Wet and Wild.
We've been going a little bit more and more. It's like a family and having a good time with that. But we recently invited you, and that worked out, except for, we were thinking, oh, yeah, we'll get you in for free. And they were like, oh, actually, no. And not only that, but if you want, no, if you want to come, then you got to go, you got to buy your ticket.
Like, didn't they say like you had to buy it like 30 minutes before opening?
That's what the website says.
Something dumb like that. Something really weirdly specific.
If you want
like
the discounted ticket,
yeah,
like just the online ticket is $30. Okay,
Yeah.
which isn't horrible.
this is our rant on Splashtown.
Yeah,
by the
sorry.
way, screw Sput now. I had a great time.
It was a great time, but at the gate it was a fucking nightmare.
Yeah.
So, So, and then we get to the gate. We're like, you know what? Screw it. We'll just go up to the gate. We'll do it manually, right? We'll take him up. I'll show him my pass.
Yeah.
I'll say, hey, he's my guest. Can we get the discounted ticket? They're like, no, actually, it's going to be like $65 for a ticket at the gate. So
Yeah.
if you want even the $30, you have to buy it online.
Yeah.
Well, part of the package that we have is like, oh, you can bring your friend for like $19.99.
Yeah.
So we had to it was a nightmare. But once we got in there, we had a good time.
Yeah, we did.
Yeah,
Even with my crippling fear of heights, I eventually got over it.
I'm like, ooh,
Yeah. Yeah, you're like straight up doing the thing from Shrek. You're just like, oh, don't do that. Wait, what?
hey,
this?
Did you see? Did you look down?
Yeah.
Have you seen how high up we are yet?
It's like, mm-hmm.
He's
yeah,
like, dude,
totally
stop. I'm
totally
like,
fucking did.
no, I don't think I will.
That's the thing. We have to.
Well, I do the same thing to my wife.
We have to poke fun at each other. We
Yeah,
cannot.
I do the same thing to my
Yeah.
wife. She hates elevators.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, ooh, she's
Yeah.
like, stop it,
It's an-
stop it. I'll kill you.
Yeah, it's an ancient fear.
It's an ancient fear. The fear of falling.
Yeah, just gotta poke the bear sometimes.
Yeah, dude. Yeah. Primal fear.
Primal
True.
fear. Yeah.
What better thing to do?
Yeah. Yeah, no, dude, I have always been like really scared of heights. Like as a kid, like I was definitely one of those kids that
Really?
would refuse to go on some rides.
Oh, wow.
Because I was like, no, there's no way. No, not doing it. Now that I'm older, I'm just I'm still nervous, but I'm just
It'll be over with soon.
it'll be over. Yeah, because the thing is, it's once you're on the ride, it's fun.
Yeah,
I'm having
yeah.
fun, but it's just that I just the worst part, waiting, climbing up those stairs for me, terror.
Every step, you're like, oh, I'm going to die.
Yeah.
But it's kind of the same way with shows, right?
Yeah.
Like, it's the waiting
Yeah,
that sucks.
that was that was the thing that I kind of came to a realization when we first started playing these gigs outside of our film festival gigs.
yeah.
I was just honestly this is exactly how I feel now that I'm older and have not gotten over my fear of heights, but have just learned how to deal with it better.
Yeah.
I still every now and then at shows get some nerves, but it's only but with every show it gets easier and easier, and now it's to the point where I'm I only feel nervous as we're walking up on stage, and then as soon as we're as soon as you're still a little shaky on that.
No, for me, I guess it depends on, because when we're walking up on stage, we're still in work mode. We're not in play mode, right? We're in oh, you got to set your drums up, and you have
that's true.
Your people there with you. You got your dad. You got Isaac. You got people who know where your stuff's gonna go, and they've helped you out so many times. They know how to help you set up.
I think for me, the thing is especially if we're not going on first, it's walking by the band that just played.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So waiting for them to get their stuff off.
Waiting for them to get their stuff off. That's kind of the thing. And the thing is, look,
Yeah.
I'm saying
I get
this
that.
is it's a totally irrational fear, because I've we've played so many shows. I really, for the most part, just kind of don't care as far as being afraid or whatnot, because it's just we've done it so many times. I know even if we mess up so many things, I'm gonna walk away and be like, yeah, we killed it.
Yeah.
I say that. That's a lie. We we criticize ourselves so much after our shows.
But the thing is
but we still had fun.
Yeah, we had fun.
Yeah,
and that's what's our motto.
Yeah, here's to fucking
up, right?
Yeah.
There's a reason for that. Like, I remember our first show that we played at PCFF. We were beyond nervous.
Yeah.
Like, I know I was.
Oh, yeah.
I was freaking out. Like, wow, there's actually people that are sitting out there who want to hear what it is we've written, or at least they think they do right now, and we're going to see
how they respond to
it. What the response is going to be. Really nervous, and I was like, my heart was going like 120.
Dude,
like, it was crazy.
I actually have a very, kind of vivid memory, not incredibly vivid, but I remember walking up to you and and look, I'm gonna say this right now, I was equally shitting myself, especially because we weren't so used to playing shows together at that point, and weirdly even though I was nervous, I had this in my mind, I was just like, no, I'm going to put on a game face and act like I'm not nervous, even though I'm really shitting myself right now. Because you were more open about how you were feeling.
I was only open with you guys about it, though.
Yeah, obviously.
I was only going to be like that in front of y'all.
Yeah, of course. But you were more open with how you were feeling than I was. I was
tripping,
kind of lying to you guys and myself that I was like, this is fine.
Yeah, you got it, man. You've been
in head panic, but I literally walked up to you and I was just like, oh, dude, we're just gonna have fun. Who cares? If we fuck up, we fuck up. But the point is, we're doing this, and that's what's important. It's great. We're doing it. And inside, I'm just like, ah!
I'm glad we have compression.
Yeah, me too.
I gotta say, I'm gonna formally thank you for that because that did help me a lot.
Okay, I'm glad. I'm glad it did.
Freaking out.
I'm glad it did because I thought you saw right through it.
No, I kind of figured you were nervous too.
Yeah,
but because I knew you were still nervous and you were acting the way that you were, I was like, okay, maybe I'm overthinking it.
Yeah.
But I also, in my head, I'm like, I'm in the middle up front.
Mm-hmm.
There's no hiding.
Yeah.
If I screw up, they're going to hear it.
Yeah.
And the way that they had the mix at PCFF, and they always have the mix at PCFF, it's the best mix that we ever get throughout the year usually.
Yeah.
Man, I got to say, though, Concert Pub North, they came close.
Oh,
man.
dude, they were great.
Everything.
Yeah.
I
want to play more shows there. That venue was fun.
Yeah.
I really like that place.
We're going to have to go back.
Sure. And dude, I love the fact that they actually have a legit backstage. You know what I mean?
Oh, dude.
Load in through the back. Heaven.
It
love
was
that.
nice.
I wish everywhere had that, but obviously, there's just
there's 2 green rooms we can use too, basically.
Yeah, basically.
We did our makeup in that one side shoot room over there. And whenever I went and I saw David Ellison and James Rivera over there, it was a week or 2 after we had our show
at TerraFest.
Yeah. They were, I don't know if he flew out and then came back for the show. I don't know, at all what happened, but he was still here.
You mean you don't have a record book of David Ellison's schedule in front of you?
Yes. Oh, you can't say.
Yeah, okay, we'll cut this part out. Okay. Yeah. Okay.
But anyways,
so dumb. Anyway, go ahead.
That's that green room where we did our makeup. That's where they were at, and I was like, okay, so I know that side room is specifically for bands and stuff like that, so I know we could use it. It's like a little cigar room.
Yeah.
Whenever I showed Andrew, he's like, man, I'm surprised they don't have a humidifier or dehumidifier or whatever.
Yeah.
I'm not a cigar guy. I don't know.
Yeah.
But he would know.
Yeah.
I hope.
You would think.
Yeah.
He definitely should know more than us. That's for sure.
I agree.
Yeah.
He's a cigar guy.
Oh yeah.
But we went up there and I had a great time at Zombie Fest.
Yeah.
It was a blast.
Oh, yeah.
I was not expecting, having so many bands, having it be as streamlined as it really was, too.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, when we got up on stage, we're used to this. I mean, sorry, but we're just used to having sound where we have to kind of force ourselves to understand what's happening on stage. Because we can't hear anything. And I'm, if you know me, I probably complained about it to you specifically. So you probably know the venues I'm talking about. I'm not just going to blast them here on the
right, of course,
on the podcast. But there are several venues where it's tough. It's tough to hear.
Yeah.
And I'm used to some sound guys just going, okay, give me some vocals, give me some of this, give me some of that. Okay, you're good to go. I was like, dude, I can't hear anything.
Yeah.
Oh, no, you're good. You got signal, you're good. Mm-hmm. As soon as we start playing, maybe I heard my vocals for a second. They're all gone. When you start playing drums and the bass kicks in and
drowned out real quick.
It's completely drowned out. I can't hear anything. And then I'm like, hey, can you give me some more? And they're like, oh, we can't because it's going to peak the monitors and it's just going to give feedback. And it's like, oh.
Yeah.
That didn't happen here.
No, sound guy at Concert Pub North. Man, I wish I could remember his name. I feel bad. Yeah, I can't remember.
I've only met you once, man.
Yeah.
But you killed it.
Dude, no, seriously. He was like I mean, just
he seemed to really care.
He's really cared, really easy to work with. Man, because, oh my gosh, it was just great. I don't know. I don't really have much else to say about that other than it was just a great experience.
We got in there and he made very sure that we were extremely happy with everything that we he's like, you need more rhythm guitar, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah, not everyone's like that.
Nope. And so, shout out to Concert Pub North.
Mm-hmm.
We can't wait to play there again.
Oh, for sure.
But anyways, circling back.
All the way back.
I want to do more acoustic shows.
Yes, you do.
So bad.
I'm glad you brought it up because I was just like, when is a natural time to bring this back up?
Never a natural
It's never
time.
natural. Whatever.
You just got to force it.
Acoustic.
Yeah. I was really digging the fact that we did a show in Huntsville at 12th Street.
Yeah.
And I was actually really surprised with how decent the sound was over there. I know how that room can be.
Yeah.
And that room's a tough room to try and do sound. And it's just the way it's designed. And then they open another wall and then sound gets thrown that way too.
Yeah.
But I heard enough to where I feel good about that show.
Mm-hmm.
It was a fun show to play, and we got great response. I was surprised at how many people stayed.
I know, yeah.
I mean,
we were playing last, man. I mean, like, at a lot of these shows, like anybody who, plays in the Houston area, like we do, can tell you. I mean, dude, playing last can be rough because people just don't want to stay out.
Yeah, it's not headlining; it's deadlining.
Yeah, no, straight up.
It's dead. There's nobody there.
Sometimes headlining just means playing last.
Yeah,
in our case.
Well, a lot of headliners, and we have done this, I think, once, and I know several bands who have done this. Mm-hmm. When they headline, they are third in the set. They're not fourth.
Yeah,
because they want to make sure they have a good crowd.
Yeah, and
they're headlining.
And if you're playing in a group of 4 bands total, like second or third spot is that's where you want to be.
Yeah,
that's the sweet spot
because it's second or third. All the people from the other bands have already showed up to see you or to see their friends in those bands, and especially if there's a really good crowd for the headlining band, like they're a really good band, and then they have a good following. If you go before them, the people that are coming to see them have already trickled in by the second band usually. So yeah, second or third is a good spot.
Yeah.
When it comes to crowd retention, but I was very surprised.
Yeah. And you would want to do more acoustic stuff at 12th Street? Was that where you were getting at?
I would love to do more acoustic. Well, 12th Street's really the only venue that we can do our heavy set at here in Huntsville.
That is true.
Other than Prison City.
Yeah, of course.
Other than the film festival.
Yeah.
But everywhere else, I mean, there's a ton of places we can do an acoustic set.
Oh, yeah.
To try and get more, followers and people who like our band locally.
Yeah.
Also in Montgomery as well.
Yeah.
Also in, Conroe and you name it. I mean, there's a ton of different, there's the Corner Pub in Conroe that I'm sure that we could 100% get into.
Oh, I'm sure. Yeah.
But they don't want a big
They want a big production.
They don't want the banners. Yeah. They don't want production.
But we can do our acoustic set, you know? Yeah. Just give her, let us do other things.
Yeah, and I liked when we did the acoustic set for the Bat Festival, I recently rewatched that since you gave it to me the other day.
Yeah.
And man, we have some seriously decent songs when it comes to the covers that we do, and then our originals that we have. We don't have any other time or way that we can play those. I mean, like I said, we were doing that Guts theme, me and Josue,
yesterday,
and we also played a little bit of Endless. By the time you came out,
Yeah.
you were kind of hearing us play that.
Oh man, see, Endless is like that's one of the. I mean, both Endless and Her. I mean, it's just like, man, I like those. Like, I miss playing those songs.
Me too.
And because we only really get the opportunity to play those at acoustic shows.
Yep. Well, and we did that acoustic rendition of Sirius was really good too.
Yeah.
So I'm just seeing a lot of opportunity here. And it's been a long time. I mean, it's creeping up. I mean, it's not we're not to October yet, but we're only a few months away, really.
Mm-hmm.
And it's that's like the last time we really put any time into acoustic stuff.
That's true.
So, I mean, I don't know if you want to see us do some more acoustic stuff, let us know. We'd love to come and do some shows. I mean, even at Acadia, I would love to do an acoustic show over there.
Because they do open mic nights there as well, don't they?
And Concert Pub North.
And I mean, hey, why not?
I think Kevin Keller puts on a open mic over there all the time.
Yeah, we should look into that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll message him or something.
Mm-hmm.
If I remember. If not, and if Kevin, you ever hear this and I don't reach out to me.
Well, luckily, we're going to be spending a lot of time looking back at this footage, so
That's
you'll
true.
definitely remember.
That's right. But yeah, we definitely want to do some more of that stuff. And yeah, I've got. Oh, you know what? Should I talk about the thing I'm gonna be maybe doing in Bryan here soon with old Tyler and Philip?
Oh, I mean, that's really more of a, that's kind of a you thing.
Yeah.
I'll leave that up to you, man.
Well, I don't have a date on it yet. I know that Tyler is working on it. So, one of my favorite bands in the circuit is Wellborn Road.
Yeah.
We've talked about them I don't know how many times.
Oh, yeah.
Tyler reached out to me, the guitar player, not too long ago, and he was telling me that he was wanting to work on a cover, and he was asking if I would do vocals on the cover, and I was like, hell yeah, I'll do vocals on the cover. You kidding me? That's great. But when he told me the song, I was like, well, I don't know that one very well.
Yeah.
I've had to take some time and really start to learn it, and I'm feeling good about it. So whenever I get the call from Tyler to hop up on it, and head over there to do it, we're gonna do "Holier Than Thou" by Metallica.
Yeah.
So it sounds like Wellborn.
Yeah.
It's cool,
dude. I love that.
Yeah, he sent me the pieces that he did some rough stuff. Yeah. But in the tuning that I needed it. And yeah. So look out for that.
Yeah. I mean, going back to our earlier topic about making covers your own, you want to talk about a band that makes covers their own? Wellborn Road, dude.
Yeah,
Dude, their cover of Beer Drinkers and Hellraisers.
Oh yeah.
That we made our little cameos in their music video for. Dude.
Go look it up. It's on YouTube.
Yeah.
Yeah, we can link it. Let's link it.
Yeah, we can link it down in the description on the YouTube video, so we'll do that. But they did a great rendition of ZZ Top's Beer Drinkers and Hellraisers.
It was fun. That was a blast.
Dude,
you get to see Hefe in that video.
Yeah.
Just having a good time.
I'm sure we've talked about the filming this video on an earlier episode, but just to briefly touch back on it, dude. I mean, if you watch that music video, it's like a bunch of dudes having a party, and if you were a fly on the wall and were actually watching us film it, it was just a bunch of dudes having a party, and it was awesome.
What you see with that video is what you literally
It was
get.
so fun.
We had a blast. And then going to the bar area in the backyard and just going crazy. There was just booze flying everywhere.
Yeah.
And people up standing on the bar.
Yeah.
It was so fun. Yeah, man, I can't wait to hang out with those guys again.
No, yeah.
And I think we have 2 shows with them coming up.
Okay.
With Wellborn.
I know we had one. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure we have another one. I'll have to look at the the schedule and all that stuff. But
the schedule.
The ancient schedule.
The ancient schedule. Hose way.
The hose way. Yeah, man. You got anything else?
No.
No.
There was one thing I wanted to do.
What you got?
But you don't have your laptop, and that does complicate things a bit.
I can go grab it. It's not a big deal.
You want to grab it real quick?
What are we doing?
Well, I mean, we can cut this part out if we don't end up doing it.
No, I'm gonna go grab
the Metalocalypse reaction.
Oh, you're right.
Yeah.
No, we're doing.
I thought about it 20 minutes into recording, and I was just like, Shane doesn't have his laptop, and he's using his phone, and I'm using my phone. Yeah, but just, little...
He's today.
Okay, yeah. Okay, he's back. Okay, so we'll cut back to this, I guess.
Yeah, we're good. No need to even cut anything.
Okay, yeah.
Get to see what's up. All right.
Yeah, but, so, Metalocalypse. So, yeah, that show ended... How long ago did that show end? It was a few years ago.
You'll have
to look that up. Yeah, it was a few years ago. Like, yeah,
if you don't know the show, it is a show that was on Adult Swim.
How do you not know this show? Come on.
Yeah, it was a show that was on Adult Swim about a metal band that was
named Death Clock.
Yeah, that is the best band in the entire world.
Yeah,
yeah, they were very influential.
Yeah,
to say the least. Let me see. Well, let me look up when it actually ended.
Yeah, but the point is the show ended like years ago, and they the creator of the show, the creator of the music, Brendan Small, has been trying to get a movie made for years to like really finish off the series, because I think, and you can correct me here in a second if I'm wrong, I think the show got canceled and they didn't get to do a proper ending, so they are now doing a movie to really finish off the show properly. It
was 4 seasons.
It was 4 seasons.
It premiered in August 6th, 2006.
Mm-hmm.
Let me see. My computer's running slow because it just started.
Yeah.
It's like, huh? Oh, what's up?
I really
yeah. Hey, sorry, the light's really bright.
Yeah. Hold on, I'll get you.
You can't see.
Get you your dumb fucking movie. Hold on.
Let me see. When did it end? Broadcast history.
Yeah. I really wish that I remembered to...
Cancellation.
Yeah, so it was canceled.
In March 2015, Brendan Small issued a statement saying
2015?
that he had approached Adult Swim with the idea to do the finale as a big miniseries, but the network turned him down.
Mm-hmm.
It was later revealed that Metalocalypse was canceled. However, Brendan Small tweeted that he plans to service a final story and music, but not in a way that fans are used to. So,
yeah,
a movie.
Yeah, and it's a movie, and they've confirmed that they're also, like in true Metalocalypse fashion, there's going to be an album with the movie as well.
Revival film right here.
Yeah, Death Album 4.
Oh,
yeah.
what?
They've confirmed that. Yeah, they confirmed that.
That's crazy. Okay, so in May 2021, it was announced that a direct-to-video film is in production. That was later announced that the film would also be released on HBO Max.
Yep. And now I need to start rewatching the show because it's been a while. And to be honest, I never watched it in its entirety. I've like seen, episodes here and there, and like, I mean, that show's just fucking funny, dude. It's great,
so
and
good.
the music fucking slaps, dude. Like, come on.
I think my favorite's Pickles.
Pickles, yeah.
Pickles. Dude, why you do that?
Yeah.
But
I think
one of my favorite scenes was whenever he's like talking about the lobsters.
Yeah.
You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Look up Metalocalypse lobster scene.
Yeah. We'll link that too. Link below the Wellborn video.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think my favorite song, I mean, it's probably not my favorite, but just one that like stands out to me is Birthday Death Day.
Oh yeah.
Like Murderface's birthday.
Birthday Death Day.
And he's just like so fucking pissed.
Army of the Doomstar?
Yep. Yeah,
Okay.
look at the trailer.
So there's 2 trailers.
Oh, there's 2 of them?
Here, let me.
Fuck, I can't see under my glasses. Hold on. I can get them underneath the headphones.
That one's from Adult Swim. That one's from Warner Brothers. Oh my gosh. So both very official places.
Are we sure that they're not the same video?
No. I don't know. I don't know shit.
I'm trying to think of the one that I watched. I can't remember.
Okay, well, I'm just going to hit this one, and let's see.
Yeah, it shouldn't be too long, but yeah, I've already watched it if it's the one I'm thinking of. Because I didn't know there was more than one trailer.
Here. Can you see that?
Yeah. Well, here. May as well put the glasses back on so I can actually see.
Fear, Nathan.
Is this it?
It engulfs you,
I think so.
plagued by your nightmarish memories.
I don't see any.
There's no video. Yep, this is it.
Unless you are vigilant.
Here, real quick, do you want to restart it? That way you can actually see it all.
Yeah. If my computer would stop. Stop!
This is going so great.
This is not going great at all. Stop what you're doing.
Like,
Okay.
I wished,
There we
I
go.
wish that I'd remember to tell you to bring your laptop, but actually, I think this is a fun way to end the podcast today.
This will be fine.
Yeah.
This is perfect. Okay.
We're almost at an hour and a half. Almost.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. Hour and 19.
Well, that's cool, man.
All right. Go
All right,
ahead.
Here we go. All right. Army of the Doomstar.
Fear, Nathan. It engulfs you, plagued by your nightmarish memories. Unless you are vigilant, you will drown in fear. The end of days are nigh. The Metalocalypse is upon us.
Hi.
Handshaking.
What?
The Doomstar. It creeps closer to our atmosphere every day, threatening cataclysmic destruction. Salacia. Only he knows what vile evils are in store. We must journey out to find the Song of Salvation.
What is the Song of Salvation?
Nobody knows.
Well, do we at least know the running time? Roughly?
Nobody knows.
Does we at least know what keys it ends in?
What happens if we do it wrong?
The world will be bathed in blood. The earth will be a hellscape. All that is good will be dead.
Now is the time for you to choose. Will you be the fist or the hand?
Army of the Doomstar.
Yes. In true Metalocalypse fashion.
Yeah. Oh, and they also released a song as well. Yeah.
Oh, dude.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm glad that you had me do that.
Doesn't that like give you all the nostalgia right there? Like, oh my god.
I'm just wondering where they're gonna have
Dr. Roxo. Dr. Roxo.
Actually, I think if you look back in the trailer, I think there's like a tombstone for him.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I think there's like a tombstone. Like you briefly like see it. I watched it a couple times, but
Yeah, but if they're going into this kind of stuff,
Yeah.
he'll make an appearance.
oh, for
He'll
sure,
make an appearance.
Yeah,
That's amazing.
yeah, but dude, I just like I like as soon as we were like, because this only came out like a few days ago. As soon as we were talking about recording the podcast, you were like, "What do you want to talk about?" I'm like, "I don't know." We have to get your reaction to this.
Dude, that brings back so many memories.
Yeah.
It's a hilarious show. If you're into metal, if you're listening to the
You have
podcast,
to
you
watch it.
probably are into metal.
And you've probably already watched this,
And
but
you've
if you
probably seen
haven't, you know,
You got to check it out.
yeah.
We're gonna link the trailer,
Yeah.
obviously, underneath. But yeah, I am pumped about that, and
Yeah.
it's coming to HBO Max. So
Yeah, yeah.
we didn't have to go to the theater for it.
Yeah.
That's great. Oh man.
Yeah. Dude, I love like how like, I mean, because the animation, I mean, this is Adult Swim, so I mean, the animation was always kind of rough, but like, dude, it looks so like
Crisp.
and there's so much shit going on.
I
I'm
can't
just
wait to see
I love
like
it.
the fingers
Yeah.
on the fretboard, and because they tried to be as accurate as they could be,
Yeah, of course.
but there's no way to do that.
no.
You know, at least with that budget.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, some of my favorite videos to watch are the, like, I mean, granted it's for drums, but it's like, you know, drums are never animated correctly. But I mean, I'm sure there's other versions of that where it's like applies to guitar.
Oh, yeah.
And piano. Yeah.
But dude, that's awesome. I'm looking forward to that. That's
Yeah.
cool. But sweet.
Well, yeah, with all that said, great episode back. Great first episode
Happy to-
officially back. But yeah, I think that's going to, you know, unless you have anything else, I think that's going to wrap up today's episode, man.
I think we're good, man. I think
right.
we're good. I'm looking forward to it. And this episode, it's our first episode back, but it's also like our first episode, like full-fledged episode that we're going to see what the RSS feed wants to do with it and how
Yeah.
streamlined it's going to be and how easy it wants to go to all these streaming platforms, because while you're listening to this, you can go to any of those streaming platforms and you can check all of our episodes out on those. And, you know, go check out our Instagram and our website. You know, we are even on Songkick, where you can check out all of our shows that we have up. You know, so, yeah, we're back.
Yeah.
Let's keep going.
We're
We
back.
we got to figure out exactly what the schedule is going to be and when
Yeah.
we can actually start doing full-fledged, like, we have a schedule.
Yeah.
Because
We're consistently pumping out episodes because we still there's a whole nother side of this now with the video that we're going to have to figure out and really streamline and get used to doing.
It's brand new.
Very brand new.
You know, this is like test number 1 for the video thing.
Yeah.
And as long as everything works out, you will see video with this upcoming episode on YouTube at least. And yeah, I don't have anything else.
All right, man.
Crazy.
Well, shit. That's going to wrap up today's episode, and we'll see you on the next one.
Pasta pasta.